Welcome back to Focus Atlanta. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. We're going to close out the show with Atlanta author Love Hudson Maggio, and we're going to discuss Bombay Baby.
Hi there. Thanks so much for welcoming me on your show. Happy to be here in Atlanta.
I'm so happy to have you here. Well, you got to start at the beginning.
Okay.
When did you know this was the novel that you wanted to write?
Well, this is the sequel. So Bombay Baby is the sequel, right? The first book was Karma Under Fire. And I got the idea, people always ask me, where did the idea come from? I went to a wedding of a friend of mine in Delhi, India. And yes, I know. And when I was at the reception, I kept saying, well, what if an Indian matchmaker made a match for a sister? What if she was from Atlanta? What if, and I just kept what ifing into a story, right? And it just kind of just materialized in my head of all the what ifs. And I got crazier and crazier with it and made it more difficult. And that's what I wrote. So Karma, I initially said, I think this could be a 3 books. Karma was, a big success. We had a tour, it was fabulous. And when I was on tour, and I ended my tour in 2024, I did a 5-month tour, people kept saying, what happens next? And I thought I had finished it. I thought I had completed it. And they kept saying, well, what happens next? What are they doing next? Right? And so I was like, well, I don't really know. Let me think about it. And so I had to go back after the tour and figure out what happened next. What would have happened? Because I thought they got their closure, but clearly not. And so Bombay Baby was really for my readers. I mean, they had questions, they wanted to know. I wanted to know, honestly, too. And yeah, that's how we got there.
I gotta say, listen, as readers, we get totally invested. We really want to know, what's next. Like I could totally see, I totally understand why Bombay Baby had to come.
It had to come. It had to come. Just like a baby, it had to come. So this book is fun, right? So we're back in India. Of course, we always start in Atlanta because Atlanta is the heart of our story. Sweet Auburn, we're here, we're Atlanta girls. And at the crux of all of that, what happens next? So we do go back to India, but we're not in Delhi, right? Now we're in Mumbai. Now we're in Bollywood.
Oh
Yes,
gosh.
we're in Bollywood. And so, what happens when you go to Bollywood? What happens when you think you're getting your happily ever after, or you're hoping it's going to be what you think, and it turns into something totally different? And one of the things, like if you've watched the show Succession, and I know it's a big, favorite. If you watch that show, there's so much like family intrigue. There's so many things happening, but behind the surface. So romance is not just about I love you, you love me, we want to be together. It's about bringing families together, right? And it's about what happens when people do actually show up and they're like, we're going to be family or like potentially be family. So I surprised a lot of my readers. They thought they knew what happened. You don't know what happened. What I tell people, and I say this in the prologue of Bombay Baby, whatever you think you read at the end, oh no, 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 no. It is not. And you're like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. I thought this happened. No, it did not. So yes, that's how it came to be.
And that's how, and you know what? That's why you had to do it because we had so many different thoughts. And, as readers, we make up all kinds of different scenarios that go on after the fact. And sometimes we just want to know what the author was thinking. We just want to know what the author wanted, how the author wanted to tie it up. So thank you for doing that for us.
Absolutely, because I don't want you guys resting in bed in the middle of the night thinking through the last chapter, like, okay, so I bet you they did this the next day. No, there's no more guesswork. You have the answers here.
All the answers there. Well, then I got to close out then with a website. Where can we go to get our copy?
LoveHudsonMaggio.com, Amazon, Barnes and Noble. We're everywhere. If you want to listen because you're in your car and you have a long commute, you can also go and, if you have Kindle, you can listen to it there, unlimited, or you can go to Audible. So I have all the things. So my older readers are like, please make sure you always have an Audible book. And I do. And the younger ones too, because we're busy, we got things to do.
Agreed,
So
agreed. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank
thank
you
you.
so much. It was good to meet you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And have a great day, Alana.
All right, Atlanta, please continue to have a fantastic day. You have the website there. Go get your copy. Make sure that you have all of the answers that you've been looking for. And stay tuned to Focus Atlanta every week here on CBS Atlanta.